90s. Cracked the AOL code, texting turned gold. Now the stories unfold. From dial-up dreams to LinkedIn kings, he taught the world how to build through strings. It's the Max method, no guessing, just growth. 4 steps deep, he's coached them both. Top earners, big burners, trainers, and pros. Max lit the fire, now everyone knows. Started with a spark, now the blueprint's live. Thousands trained and they multiply. From Facebook chats to LinkedIn leads, he plants the seeds, then watches them succeed. Mentor to coach is the guide for the great. Author, speaker, shaping fate. You don't just follow Max, you duplicate. That's how legends elevate. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Calling the father the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our 10 o'clock live broadcast. For those of you that have been trying to get on here for a week, we've had a problem with our Zoom links, and it looks like Beth and Linda made it. For those of you that are watching this live on Facebook or on LinkedIn or on our YouTube channel, I want to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. And we're providing all of you with phenomenal tactics and strategies that will help you build your business all through the holiday weekend. Okay, so first and foremost, let me change screens. Pop over here. And what I'm going to do, let me I'm going to send you a message. Oops, looks like I already did. Already did. And this is a strategy and a tactic that you can use to really take advantage of the holidays. Let me unmute Linda.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Linda. How have you been?
Well, it has been extremely busy, but I'm now back working.
Well, good. Well, you know, the thing is that you can step away from this and come back.
Yes.
Step away and come back and just, you know, pick it up again, like you never left. And between now and frankly the end of the year, people are really looking for ways to make additional income. You know, you have all these companies that have let people go. And so you want to be doing two things. One, you want to be reaching out to your existing connections because things change. And then, of course, we got a lot of new people. And the wonderful thing about LinkedIn that you can do that immediately can trigger things is make a couple of changes on your profile and let LinkedIn blast it out to the people that you're connected to. I mean, it doesn't get, you know, any easier. And of course, the other thing is if you have a lot of connections on Facebook or on Instagram, it works there too. So, anything you want me to show you? Any questions you have?
Not this morning.
Okay. Well, let me then do this. Let me go over to my LinkedIn. And you see, every day I had somebody ask me today, says, what routine should I set up so that I know, precisely what to do? Let me see if I do that. Yeah, that's going to work. So, so the thing is, everybody has their own routine. The one that always made the most sense for me is when you log on in the morning, you do the important stuff first. You can check out to see who recently connected with you. There'll usually be a number of how many people. So you go over here first, and this is an area that I've been not been paying attention to, but you'll see the people that just logged on, just became connections. And so you go over, you hit the message tab, and you hit the icebreaker. Just get it out of the way. Then, when you've done that, you go back to your network. You look at the new people that want to connect with you. And actually, let me reverse that. First, what you want to do is you want to go over here and look at your new invitations. So people are going to invite you to follow. People are going to invite you to subscribe. And personal opinion slows the process down. So you subscribe to someone or some group. What you're doing is you're putting yourself on a list. Now, you could certainly look at all the other subscribers of the list, but that's Jeffrey's way of building up a following. But truthfully, the easiest thing is just connect with people. So this person invited me to follow, their service. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go look at all of them. So this is really the first thing that you should really be doing. So you come down here, and I'm just going to ignore them. Well, this person wants to connect with me, so I'm going to accept her. Come down here, ignore this. Okay, so here's a student and our mutual friends. Oh, Pete Olson, I'll accept him. A search engine optimization person, accept him. You come down, and so I'm not even, and this was 3 days ago. Now, you're going to get connection requests from bogus profiles, and it's not hard to figure out the bogus ones. Okay, let's look at this one here. All you got to do is look at the picture. So these are not, she's in India, but these are not the type of professional pictures that belong on a profile. And yet, believe it or not, she's managed to collect 2,600 connections. Now, the only benefit of accepting her connection would be so I'd have access to the 2,600 people that were dumb enough to accept a connection. And again, people, again, these are I can understand why they're doing it. Okay. I mean, the concept is you put a pretty girl up here, but, and also for those of you that have Sales Navigator, they're saying, hey, you could save this in Sales Navigator, and you don't want to do that. All right. It's a waste of time. So come back over here. We'll ignore this. And we'll ignore this one. Here's an automation expert. Now, the only reason that you want to connect with people like this, remember you have 30,000 people that you could connect with. The only reason you'd want to connect with somebody like this is because it's going to give you access to their connections. But we just want to clean this thing out. Open to work means she's not looking for a job, she's looking for business. So for now, I'm going to ignore this one. Freelancer, ignore. Here's a web designer. Now keep in mind that all of these people, if they don't show a need, we've got a script for that. Helping SAS. So, it's not like, well, let's just take a look at this one. But this is something, you kind of do once a day. I help founders build personal brands. So the strategy with her would be, most of the people that do what you do are also involved with a network marketing company to generate income on the side. But then again, you got to look at where they are. And once you accept someone from India, it kind of opens up the floodgate. Next thing you know, you hear from, other people. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to ignore this, accept this, accept this. And so I accepted that one, and look what happened. Boom. All right. So this is what happens when you send a message with your connection request. All right. So we're going to come down here. We're going to ignore this. Accept that. And we got to clean out these. Now, this is, frankly, you don't necessarily want to let these things build up. Okay, whoops. All right, now, let me hit the back button because I didn't want to be here yet. So now, author. Virtual assistant. So again, the only reason you would accept these is to be connected to their connections. Graphic design, and there's no rhyme or reason to this, okay? We're just, and you could almost tell by looking at their name, looking at their picture. Bangladesh. So we'll ignore these. Now, every once in a while, when you do that, LinkedIn's going to put up a little notice. I don't know, Tamana. And again, this is the way that LinkedIn identifies problematic profiles. So I'm going to go over here and say, I don't know her. Now, you get enough of those, and LinkedIn's going to cancel the account. All right. So let's come back. So we took care of our invitations. Now you do that first. And sometimes it's a pain in the neck. And so I can understand why you might go directly to your connections. But now I can go down and I could just hit everybody with the icebreaker. Hey, it's nice to be connected, blah, blah, blah. All right. So here is Steve. He's the owner of a professional maintenance outfit. And he's open to work. So what does open to work mean? It means he's either looking for something new or he's here, he's open for work. So come down here for just a second. All right, so he's looking for work. Now he's been doing this for 2 months. The basic strategy would be, most of the people that I work with that are in the maintenance business are also working with a network marketing company to generate income on the side. I wouldn't start out doing that. I would say, hey, congratulations. I love communicating with entrepreneurial minded people. You always at least look once. Want to look at what he does. Say he was a bus driver. Property manager. And what people don't realize is what you put on your profile sets the stage for communication. At least once, you want to look at completely what a person does. And from here, you could get a real good idea. Do you see any potential synergy? All right. So the important thing is that looks like he was in school and he started this business. Why? Remember, we're going to ask open-ended questions that start with the words who, what, when, where, how, and why. So what prompted you to start your business? How's business? It doesn't take long to literally be able to come back and say, you could almost do it early. But what you're really looking for is a match. And so in this case, this is a shot in the dark. Shot in the dark. Now, after you've accepted everybody, and you go through this, you send the icebreaker. You're not going to come back over here again. Instead, you're going to jump over to your messages. And here, what you're going to do is when you see someone, you can see how many messages they sent without answering. All right. Okay, so the bottom line is which ones to go to first. Next, as you're communicating with people, you got somebody that you want to never lose track of, you go over, you hit the 3 stars, 3 dots, and you star them. So that's the easy way to stay in touch with people. So I could come down here, star the ones that I don't want to lose track of. So on a daily basis, what you're going to do is you're going to, again, after you've done the connection thing, you come over here and you go over to your starred messages. These are your hot prospects. Okay? And it usually only takes 2 or 3 message exchanges to identify the people that you want to continue to follow up with. And at some point in time, you're going to come back and you're going to look at somebody and you're going to go, you know what? I don't think this person's a prospect. So what do? You unstar them. All right? Now, after this, the next thing you're going to do is you come back over here to your network and you go to catch up and see who you're connected to that's either celebrating a job change, a birthday change. And the one thing, word of caution about birthdays is just because they're celebrating a birthday doesn't mean they're active. So before you wish somebody a happy birthday, check their profile. All right. So she provides a coaching program, or let's say a lead program for coaches. So let's see how long we've been connected. So we've been connected since a year ago in December. Have we ever talked? And so send me a video. So again, it's up to me to decide whether or not I want to, again, continue to talk. But now it's her birthday. And so this is just one way to follow up with people. Now, Nellie here is having a birthday. You don't see a picture. You go and look at her profile. It's only 4 connections here. No activity. And you can almost tell just by looking at the picture that there's nothing there. So the notion that you're going to wish this person a happy birthday, nothing is going to happen. Now, something that you can do in a situation like this, remember you have 30,000 connections. Clearly, she's not active. Let's hit the 3 dots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the connection. All right. And every once in a while, when you get a chance to do that, the numbers are going to creep up. So every time you have an opportunity to disconnect with somebody, you judge people by their picture. Now, he's a digital marketing expert. He was starred, or maybe that's his star. Now, AI is, let's see how long we've been connected. Well, since 2017. And he's in the UK. Now, why the connection here? Well, because he's connected to a lot of people in the UK. At the end of the day, it all comes down to conversation. Okay? Conversation. So the most important activity for all of you, let's go back over here to your network. You could scroll down here to add people you may know based on your recent activity. So if you're reaching out to, let's say, fitness instructors, let's say you're sending out 10 connection requests a day to fitness instructors, all of a sudden you're going to find that fitness instructors are going to come up here. So this person is a top earner in Market America. Connecting with people like this to build your network can make sense. Why? Because let's take a look. Remember, LinkedIn suggested it. You come down here. She's only got 1,600 followers. Now, LinkedIn is undergoing a major transformation. And we're waiting for the contents of her page to come up. Something went wrong. Oh, here it is. So she's been in network marketing for 23 years. And yet clearly she's not using LinkedIn. And she's only got 1,600 people she's connected to. So what is the benefit of connecting with her? Not much. So she's the top earner in Market America. Connecting with her would connect her to the people she's connected to. So it's not a bad connection. And as far as activity, she commented on a post 3 weeks ago. So she's relatively active. These are the things you look for. So LinkedIn, again, what are they doing? They're putting people in front of you, affiliate marketers. People you may know from where you went to school. And that's a very popular way, to connect with people. Well, we went to the same school. People you may know in your area. I always get a kick out of this because there are going to be people here that I know. All of a sudden, they pop up. Hadn't thought of them for years. Now, they only show you a portion. If you want to see all of them, click on that. You can scroll down. Now, they've extended this. You used to get, at one point in time, you got 30. Now, they're really loading up on this. And the only thing we have in common initially, so you can see we're in the same area. They'll show you your mutual connections. And if you're going to be making connections, you don't want to reach out to more than 20, 25 people a day. And they just keep loading them in here. So connecting with people this way is a quick way to increase your connections, but it doesn't necessarily give you the best people simply because you're limited based on LinkedIn's choices. Okay, so Nick Sarnicola is one of the top earners in network marketing. Let's pop back over here. So there are multiple ways to connect with people. And what I want to do is I just want to bring up, now this is a training that we just released. And this is for the holidays. So when you are looking to talk to people, you have two options. Okay. And understanding who your prospect is can help you determine where you're going to go. Whoops, let me. So, two options. Either the person clearly has a need. They've got the open to work frame. We know they are looking. And the option two is they have no need. So I can use the example of a nurse. We could go on to LinkedIn and we could do a search for the nurses that are looking for an opportunity. We might come up with 100,000 out of a pool of 30 million. So the 100,000 are under option one. The rest of them are under option two. Now, when we're looking at the people in the pool, option two, we know, depending upon how long they've been a nurse, that there's a high probability that at some point in time or another, they tried network marketing. So that's our path to a conversation with number two. So category one, high priority. They're open, they're looking. What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to find out what their problems are. Then we want to find out what their experience with network marketing is. This is a critically important delineation, okay? Before you talk to anybody about your business, remember, if it was going to cost you $500 to tell somebody about your business, you'd really want to know what their experience was. If their experience was negative, then we have a script for that. For the people that are established professionals that don't indicate a need, same thing. You want to find out what their experience with network marketing is. And if it was negative, it was bad, well, you know, it's changed. You don't have to chase family members. You don't have to do home parties. To be successful in network marketing, you only need 3 things. Then remember that network marketing is a relationship business. For every 10 people that you talk to, you determine what their network marketing experience is. You follow this script. The feedback that I'm getting from people is 4 out of 10 are open to looking at what you're doing. And 2 of those 4 could end up signing up in your business. Then we have the holiday strategy. During the holidays, we have an opportunity to give thanks. So when you ask people what do they have to be thankful for, you want to have your own list. When we talk about goals, what are your goals? And we're asking people, what are their goals? What obstacles have you overcome this year? And we're asking them, what obstacles would they want to overcome themselves? So I've got the script laid out for you. First message, how to ask them about what they've got to be thankful for. Obstacles. Now, typically, people are going to come back and they're going to tell you what are the most common obstacles. It's either health or finances. Health or finances. If it's health, you know, what's wrong with their health? What do they want to improve? And if you've got a product that'll help them, you're on your way. Financial, totally different story. Overcoming barriers. What barriers are they facing? And this is the deal. Okay? It shortens the entire process. And how do we give value when we're talking to people? We give value with our posts. Now, as we approach the new year, just want to give you a little sneak preview on some things that are happening. First and foremost, we're big advocates of posting and using GIFs. So we're going to be introducing some tactics in our December bootcamp. I just opened it up. And we're creating a file of GIFs where you will be able to download the entire file. And in it, you'll have 200, 250 GIFs that you can download from. So it's going to save you some time. We're looking at introducing it in December and really formalizing it in January. Additionally, in January, we're going to start our first advanced boot camp. So we're going to have a regular boot camp, advanced boot camp. There has never been a better time to be involved in network marketing. And unfortunately, a lot of people are being misled, seduced, if you will, by this whole AI phenomenon that's taken place. I love artificial intelligence. Absolutely love it. In fact, I'm playing around with AI because I have a specific agenda. And in those areas, AI is terrific. End of story. Bottom line for all of you is you need to be talking to people every single day. You need to be talking to the right people. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, to stop you from becoming a top earner in your business. I'm here to help you do it. So, we'll have a session at 4 o'clock on Wednesday night. Will be my last, public broadcast. I won't be broadcasting, obviously, on Thursday, or for that matter, Friday. But on Saturday, we'll resume our Ask Max sessions, because I have a lot of students that are scrambling to make their next sale, achieve their next goal. I'm not really sure, but I may do sessions on Friday too. Saturday, we'll definitely have an 11 o'clock. We'll definitely have a coaching mastermind session. We will resume everything on Sunday night and prepare all of you for an absolutely amazing December. I'm telling you, November and December can be your two busiest months. Now is the time to harvest the relationships that you've had with all of your prospects. In fact, I would venture to say between now and Monday, I would focus more on reconnecting and reestablishing relationships with people that you're already connected to. Find out what's going on in their lives, and you're on your way. So until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.
It's the Max Method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Call him the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.